Good evening, everyone, and welcome to That's Good for Footy at the Mount Erica Hotel. Let's hear it. What an awesome crowd we've got here. As I said, we're at the Mount Erica Hotel here in Paran. We've got a great lineup of talent here this evening, but not only that, have a look at the crowd. You should be wrapped. Really happy to have you all along. We're going to have a hoot of a time tonight. As I said, these are the only live and interactive footy panel shows going around in Australia. You won't see anything else like this anywhere. You won't get to get close to the players, get photos with them, win prizes, and actually get to touch them as they come through the crowd. Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, this is where you're going to get to meet the players and see them like you've never seen them before. We've got a lot of segments we're going to kick off and enjoy. We've got a lot of interaction, and we will all need you to get involved because we've got some good prizes to give away as well. You all excited? You all pumped? All right, let's kick it off then. This is going to take me a little while because this guy's got a bit of an accolade. All right. So I want you to welcome to the stage our first panellist. He was born on the 18th of April 1987, which is a pretty good date, one day after my birthday, so I like that. He's had a stellar career, which started back in the TAC when he won the Kevin Sheehan medal of that year. He then went on to the Under-18s All-Australian 2004 TAC Cup team of the 2004. He then made his AFLB debut in 2005. He was the AFL Rising Star of 2005, International Rules Series Player of 2005, AFL Best Player, First Year Player 2005. Anyone still awake? Not getting bored yet? This guy's got some amazing credentials. He's 2 times All-Australian, 2012 and 15. 2 times Ian Stewart medal, 2011 and 15. Richmond's best first-year player, 2005. Kevin Bartlett medal, 2007. 2 times best and fairest, 2008 and 9. Woo, the show is going to be over shortly. 2 times Jack Titus medal, 11 and 12. Fred Swift medal, life member of the Richmond Football Club. He's played 241 games. He's kicked 182 goals. He wears the number 3 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Brett Delidio.
Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland.
Here we go. That's
That's
panellist number 1. Now we're going to go into panellist number 2. Welcome to the stage, Brett.
Thank you, mate.
Awesome.
You can keep going if you want. Is there
Yeah,
anything else?
I could have. I actually had to cut it a little bit short because it was getting too long and people were getting ready to throw things at me. But we'll move on. Our second panellist, he was born on the 9th of October 1989. He debuted in 2009. He was the number 18 draft pick of 2007. He won the Jack Dyer medal in 2015. He is 2 times All-Australian, 2014 and 15, and most likely again will be this year, which is pretty cool. He wears the number 18 on his back. He's played 142 games and he's kicked a total of 8 goals. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Alex Rance.
Oh, we're from Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
Whoa. All right. Welcome both the boys to the stage. I know you just went through the cheer song, but how's this? Alex Rance, Brett Delidio from the Richmond Football Club. Let's hear that. All right. Well done, boys. Thank you very much. It's seriously a pleasure to have you guys along. I always love having a Richmond show because we get this kind of turnout. They all love to see you.
Passionate, aren't they?
Very passionate.
Love it.
Which we love that. It's the yellow and black heart, the heart beats strong. So, yeah, it's really good to have you boys along. But we're going to go through a few different things tonight. We're going to talk a little bit of football and then we're going to get into some fun and games. So we're going to kick it off with our first segment. This is called What's Going On.
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on.
This is a really cool little segment. It just gives us off the cuff, a little bit to find out about the boys so as we can all feel like we know them nice and personally. So we're going to start with you actually, Alex, and we're going to go into basically tell us a little bit about you, your family, your hobbies and your passions outside of football.
I'm a pretty simple guy with simple pleasures. I like to travel. I've got a cat, one cat, no children. Bruno's his name. He's a hairless cat.
A hairless cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm more of a dog person, but
Yep.
the apartment living is not that conducive to having a kelpie running around the joint. So the cat
Maybe upgrade, mate.
maybe upgrade. Yeah, no, I'm not
You can
enough.
afford it.
I'm
that's for
not
sure.
enough coin, Brett. I need to get need to get a better contract, but.
Please.
In time.
But nothing more is really happening with me. I do a bit of real estate stuff on my day off, which is pretty boring.
Yeah.
That puts me to sleep.
Okay.
I just pretty much make trouble for everyone in there and pull pranks on them. That's about all.
Just in relation to, you were saying, obviously your real estate, what are you doing? Agent's rep licence or?
Yeah, so I've got that,
Yeah.
but I don't really want to be selling houses. I
No.
like to be owning the houses and then letting other people sell them.
Yeah,
So
good.
I'm just looking into that side of things. I want to do developments down the track.
Good.
So my brother-in-law's
More coin.
a builder, so
Yep.
I'll buy them, he'll build them, and then we'll
What a team.
king of the castles.
Beautiful. Love it. Okay. What about hobbies and passions?
Hobbies and passions. I love thinking up apps and inventions and different ideas like that. I've got
I've
a little
heard
app
this.
that
Yeah.
I'm developing at the moment, but I'm keeping that under my hat. It'll come out soon, hopefully.
Right.
But yeah, I've always got some pretty rubbish inventions that I'm coming up with for problems that the world doesn't even have. So it's that's one of my biggest pastimes, is just making ridiculous stuff up.
Okay, cool. All right. And let's go to you, Brett. Families? Your family? Obviously, you've got a very special circumstance coming up very shortly with your daughter Miller's first birthday.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly right. Miller
Congratulations.
turns 1 on Tuesday, so we're having a little
Yeah. Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Having a birthday party on Sunday for her. So
Beautiful.
my wife has been absolutely breaking my
Proverbial.
proverbial to get everything ready for that. But no, other than being a dad, I don't do a hell of a lot. I give my wife a chop out when I get home, and that's about it, mate. I haven't got much time for anything else other than footy and being a dad.
And what about Boris?
Oh, sorry, and I got a little dog, Boris.
There we go.
He's actually nearly on the outer, mate. He's
Gone to
yeah.
the dog box.
He's giving me the jimmies at the moment, so
Yep.
I'm sort of I'm sticking with him at the moment, but he's on his last legs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's only 4, so if you want a blue staffy, anyone,
Come and see him
well
after the
trained
show.
dog.
Wow.
Maybe
okay.
I'll trade you. Maybe you can take the cat, I'll take the dog, and we'll all be happy.
You into hairless cats, Brett?
Have I what?
Into hairless cats?
No, it's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. That. It's horrible.
Not an attractive thing. I wanted to do something just in relation to the day that you guys were born, and this is probably not going to make a lot of sense to you, but there might be some people in the room. Evidently, on the day that you were born, Brett, which is the 18th of April of 1987, this was the #1 song.
He didn't stop me, no, no. I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting for me.
There you go. No
Never
idea.
ever heard that song before in my life.
There you go. Absolutely no idea. Aretha Franklin, George Michael, I knew you were waiting.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have guessed it.
Another fun fact, my sister was born on the 18th of April.
Oh, really?
1988, so there you go.
Okay, all right.
Couple of #1 picks year after year.
There you go. Speaking of birth dates and things that are around that time, Alex Rand's born on the 9th of October in 1989. This was the #1 song of that period.
Michael Jackson.
I never will forget the day we met. Girl, I'm gonna miss you.
There you go. Someone shouted out
Who
in the
was that?
audience. Milli Vanilli.
Oh, Millie und Vanilli.
Unbelievable. Two of the biggest con artists of all time who actually got up there, did nothing, looked fantastic in lycra and had dreadlocks. Amazing. Now, what we normally do in this segment, what's going on is, normally I'll ask a few questions from the floor. I'll give a few questions myself.
And Alex, you're known as a practical joker. We've had a few of our members say you're a bit of a practical joker. Brett, I was wondering if you could enlighten us a little bit about maybe a couple of practical jokes that
Alex has played.
yeah, that's right.
Practical jokes. You're more just more a bit of theatre, a bit of a clown, and gets the boys up and about. I know what you would have seen the vision of him soaping up the whole change rooms and then sliding all the way down and build a ramp as well, mind you.
Yeah. And got some air.
And got some air, landed,
Plenty.
hit the wall, come back and did the same thing. I'm not sure whether you're a practical joker. I've learned a very valuable lesson or invaluable lesson about practical jokes recently. I tried to dip Dylan Grimes' key into a can of tuna so it'd smell like fish. Not realising that key was also a MacBook Air / iPod / iPhone.
Oh, no.
No, that's a joke. That was
yeah.
over-exaggeration.
Yeah.
But
Everything fried. Everything fried.
everything absolutely knackered, and it's cost me 800 beans. So
Dear.
I don't play practical jokes anymore,
dear.
Damo.
No, I can understand that.
The best ones are the really simple ones. So Ivan Maric, he's a real subtle prankster. So if you've got zips or anything in any part, he'll put like a handful of almonds or something, and you won't know until it's like rattling around in your dryer, and you've got almonds all over your dryer and all that. So they're the ones that really get you, that I find really funny.
I don't mind that. We've got Sandy out there, and we've got another couple of questions from the floor. Who you got
We've
there,
got
Sandy?
Westo from the Warriors in Western Australia.
Oh, beautiful.
He's got a question for
WA,
both.
we like
You
that.
beauty. Bit of hometown love.
Stand up, Westo.
Okay, no worries.
Come on, Westo.
Just a question to the boys, because we're a junior development mob and we bring all these young kids over to Melbourne each year to play. How much of an impact did your junior club have on you to get you to where you are?
Loaded question. Yeah, massive. Well, I only started playing football when I was 12, so obviously it was those between 12 and 16 were pretty important years to be able to get me to a standard where I could compete at the level where you need to be scouted and things like that. So I think it's really important at that development age to get those fundamentals right, because we've seen a few blokes come through the draft system dropping 2 hands onto the 1 foot and things like that. So it's important at that stage to get the fundamentals right.
Beauty.
Yeah, I can't really add too much more than that, mate. It's my biggest influence was probably my old man growing up, certainly as a younger player. But then once I got into the TAC Cup, probably from the under-15s, under-16s, I really started to see the development, the care that the coaches showed in teaching me the game and how to play the game properly.
Beautiful. Well done. Thanks, Westo. Thanks very much. What else you got out there, Sandy?
Okay, I've got Lockie from Western Australia as
Lockie
well.
from
He's got a
WA.
question.
All
Got a
right.
question for both.
Excellent.
I was just wondering, chips on Dusty Martin taking out the Brownlow this year.
What's our thoughts? Yeah, I reckon he's a good chance. He's played some pretty damn good footy. And his games that he's played really well, we've won. We've just got to win more games from him in the back end of the season, I think, for him to continue to be that chance. But for mine, I think Paddy Dangerfield's probably the one that's really shown out this year. And he's, what's he averaging? Over 30 and kicking goals. And he's just so explosive. He'll be hard to beat, but Dusty's certainly every chance.
Yeah, cool. All right, excellent. And have you got anybody else out there, Sandy? Anybody else want to ask a question for the boys before we wrap it up? No, we're all good with it? One more?
I've got Tony here. We've got a question for...
For both of you.
Yep.
I just wonder what you thought, if you know of the Grog Squad, and if you actually know what your songs are.
Now, I've heard a lot of the Grog Squad chants. I remember actually Kelvin Moore's one when he used to play. It was like Britney Spears one, isn't it? It's like Kelvin Moore, something like that.
It was more he's Kelvin Moore, he's got red hair, but we don't care, he's Kelvin Moore.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
What's mine? I want to hear mine. Is mine? He's Brett.
Is it
Well,
clean?
I
Is it
actually-
clean?
Yeah, I actually don't like your song.
Okay.
And I've been trying to get it.
Well, don't worry about it.
I've been
mate.
trying to get it changed for a long time.
Yeah.
But it goes something like, he's our Dalidio, he's our Dalidio, and then ends with something about how you stole our stereo or something, I don't know.
Is that because I'm Italian?
Thief.
Or what? Wow.
All right.
Jeepers.
Aren't you glad I took that one from the floor?
A lot
Yeah.
of thought went into that one, obviously.
Okay.
I usually don't hear too much from the crowd other than the Port Adelaide supporters just hurling abuse at me. 'Cause,
Yeah, what a trip to Adelaide that is. Everybody will be looking forward to that. All right, well, that's great. That's basically everything that we wanted to do there. That segment's called What's Going On.
That's good for footy. That's good for footy.
Now, we're going to go into the tips, which is for round 16. So let's
Let's get ready to rumble!
let's get ready for rumble. I don't know about rumbling, but we're going to go through the tips anyway. We're going to talk about all the games. We're going to focus on one in particular, and we know which one that is because that's what you guys are all here to find out about. But we're going to go straight to Thursday night, which is tomorrow night, or if you're watching this, it'll be tonight. This is Thursday, July the 7th, round 16. It's Port Adelaide versus Hawthorn. Yep, no, that's enough there. This is played at Adelaide Oval and it's up against the Hawks.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn.
No, not not a lot of love there.
Geez,
Okay.
we've heard that a lot over the last few years.
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
we?
actually sick of it myself. Thursday night, July the 7th, it's at Adelaide Oval, 7:20 p.m. Port versus Hawthorn. Port had a, well, you know, they're going all right. They look like they've come back into being in contention for where they should have probably started off at the start of the year. Hawthorn are just streaming along. Haven't seen a lot of both teams, you know, over the bye, but they're coming back into it. So what are your boys' thoughts?
Yeah, look, I was really interested in Alistair Clarkson's thoughts. What he said today at the airport, and that they're wanting to fight fire with fire, and they said bring it on. So I think Hawthorn will come out snarling, and they will get the job done.
Cool. All right.
It's not too often these days that you think weather's going to play that much of a difference in the game plans, but I really believe, and we saw on the weekend how handy it was for Port to have that wet weather, and how important it will be for Hawthorn to have dry weather, because they're a very skillful side, like to pick through. But I think Port at the coalface have really got some strong bodies. So depending on the weather will depend on my pick, but I think Hawthorn should win with their class.
And Thursday night under lights at the Adelaide Oval has a little bit of extra
Can get a
flavour
bit
to it.
greasy.
Yeah.
Not all it's cracked up to be.
No, all right. Friday, July the 8th, this is down at Skilled Stadium in Geelong. It's at 7:50 p.m. It's Geelong versus Sydney. Let's hear a Geelong song.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are
Yep, that'll
Geelong.
do. Let's go straight to Sydney.
Cheer, cheer the red and the white. Honour the
That'll
name
do
by
as well.
I'm not sure about old mate's warm up on that song. He's so then he started to carry on.
The clarinet, I think it'll be a really interesting game, though, Friday night football. Look, I'm old school. I just love Friday night football. The Thursday night thing throws my week completely off. I got no idea. By the time that I was watching Sunday football, I'd forgotten what had actually happened on Thursday. So there's a lot of football that had gone on over the bye. They stretched it out as much as they can. Friday night football, though, Geelong versus Sydney at Skilled Stadium. Buddy's never played down at Skilled Stadium, as a fact, which I thought might be quite interesting. So I think that, from my point of view, it'll probably be a Geelong win.
Yeah, I'd like to think so too. I think down there they're a pretty strong side.
Yep.
The ground's a lot longer than what the SCG is, so I think we showed that Sydney don't defend as well on a bigger ground. So I'd be tipping Geelong to win. Good.
I think Geelong should win, but I've got a question for you guys out there to keep you engaged. Who do you think would be a better player, Buddy Franklin or Patrick Dangerfield? Patrick Dangerfield, hands up.
Show of hands.
Buddy Franklin, hands up. Wow.
Wow. There you go.
I've played on Buddy Franklin. He's a pretty good player. He knows how to play the game.
They don't think so.
Okay, all right. Obviously, you don't rate my abilities too much then, so I'm not going to give you
That's
that
really
option.
interesting.
I
Good
think that Geelong should win.
Yeah, okay. All right, good question, though. I like that. Question from the floor, without notice. Saturday, July the 9th, it's GWS versus Collingwood at Spotless Stadium. Let's hear the GWS song. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they all love that. So it's GWS versus Collingwood. Let's hear the Collingwood song. All right, that'll do. Not into that. We're not going to muck around here then. We'll go GWS versus Collingwood. It's at Spotless Stadium, so Collingwood are travelling. GWS, they're playing bloody good football.
Yeah, really good footy at the moment. They'll be far too tough to beat up there.
Yep, okay.
GWS by a lot.
Yep, all right. Say no more. Metricon Stadium, it's Gold Coast versus Brisbane. Let's hear Gold Coast. That'll be nice. Thank you very much. They're playing Brisbane.
We are the pride of Brisbane town. We wear
Hello. All right. This is at Metricon, 4:35 on Saturday afternoon. The Battle of the Bridges, they call it. No, was that the one in
Q
Sydney?
Clash?
What's this? The Q
Sydney's-
Clash?
Q
Yeah.
Clash.
See so much.
This is one game that I won't be watching.
Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be more reruns of Seinfeld to watch on another station anywhere.
Simpsons, hopefully.
Gold Coast versus Brisbane. Just one word answers if you like.
Gold
boys.
Coast.
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, and I'll be interested to see how many Tom Lynch will kick this weekend.
Yeah,
so
right.
He's turning out to be one of the key forwards of the competition, and certainly ran me around the other weekend. So he'll kick a bag, I think.
They turned the corner a little bit, I thought, over the last fortnight or so, and now they've got some good ins,
Exactly.
Prestia comes back, obviously Jägermeier.
Prestia. Interesting you say his name.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if Prestia had come back
To Melbourne.
Victoria.
Ah.
That'd be great.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? All right, we'll jump this game. We'll come back to that very shortly. We're heading up to the Northern Territory to TO Stadium, 7:10 p.m. on Saturday night. It's Melbourne versus Fremantle. Let's hear Melbourne.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me
Yeah, that'll
and
do.
for you.
And let's hear the Freo song. Everyone get into that. What about all you Western Australians? Oh, there's a few in the room. No love. All right, that'll do then.
There's plenty of long hair out there. They must be the Freo supporters, the hipsters.
The hipsters from down Freo way. Yeah, you know it. Yep. All right, TO Stadium, Northern Territory, Melbourne versus Fremantle. I'll just say Melbourne. I'm just going to put it out there.
I don't know. I'm going to go for Freo.
Yeah?
I reckon Melbourne will win, but can you imagine if you put a Fremantle jumper in the wash with a Melbourne jumper, the horrible jumper that would come out as a result? It would be disgusting. You've got like a dark blue and a green and a purple. It's
Like
just-
moulding plasticine together.
Yeah, disgusting.
Yeah, not kind
Anyway,
of the colours
that's
you want.
That's what happens up in here. Don't worry. Don't pay me any mind. Sometimes I'll go off on a tangent, but I think Melbourne will win.
Yep, all right, cool. Sunday, July the 10th. This is good. At least we've got 9 games of football back on. Sunday, July the 10th. It's Carlton versus Adelaide at the MCG. First game at the MCG. Let's hear the Carlton song, Sam.
We are the Navy Blues, we are the old
That'll do it. It's like jumping up and then falling back over into a cold bath of ice. They're versus Adelaide. Let's hear Adelaide.
We're the pride of South Australia, we're the mighty Adelaide.
It's got a bit more zest about it. It's at the MCG. Adelaide, I'm Adelaide, all over it.
Yeah, I think the wheels, not the wheels, but Carlton's just starting to slow down a bit. Their young blokes are getting a bit tired, so Adelaide, too good for mine.
I think so too. I reckon they could really give this season a good shake, Adelaide. They seem to be having the right mix of midfield power and a fair bit of dominance up forward, so I think Adelaide should win.
Yeah, I reckon, say no more.
Thoughts on young Sauce's long jumper?
I thought it was fantastic to see him back out there. That market he took where he was going back and then he kind of lost his balance, it was just sauce all over. It was virtually a mirror image of the whole lot. Only thing I didn't like that he did was he turned around, he did the team thing and went straight to Gibbsy and then Gibbs missed.
If he was playing, if Dimmer was coach there, he wouldn't be allowed to wear the long sleeve, would he?
No.
Dimmer doesn't like the long sleeves.
Timmer doesn't like long sleeves.
He's given me a few fearful
And
bakes.
can you give us a bit of insight as to why?
Alex?
Well, there was
Alex.
there was icebergs floating on top of the ground when we were playing down in Tassie a couple of years ago, and he still didn't allow us to do it. So we're having to hide our skins about 4 layers deep underneath our jumpers.
Thermals.
But there was one game we were playing where we
North Melbourne again.
North Melbourne where we might have let the ball slip through a couple of times. That's it, boys. No more long sleeve jumpers, because that's what made us lose that game. The long sleeve jumpers.
Yeah.
All right. So there's your answer, everyone.
Yep.
All right.
Doesn't like him, but he wore him. So do the
Yeah,
math on that.
I know. This is why I find it a little bit puzzling.
He also wears Crocs though, so
Go figure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we got our tips on that. That was pretty straightforward. Domain Stadium, it's West Coast versus North Melbourne. Let's hear the West Coast song. Go on, get into it.
West Coast Eagles, and we're here.
There's only a couple of them going on. It's all right. All right, that'll do. Thank you, Sam. And the team that everyone in the room loves to hate, North Melbourne. Apart from that little fella down the back.
So
Good on you,
join
Jeff.
in the chorus.
All right, that'll do. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, kick him out.
Kick him out.
Get rid of that kid.
Oh, you'll be right, mate. We'll look after you. West Coast versus North Melbourne. Domain Stadium, 1:20 on Sunday afternoon.
Oh, West Coast by 20 goals.
West Coast by 20 goals. Is that what I... Really? Okay. I actually think North Melbourne.
No, I disagree. It's like defending a train track over there. So West Coast very good at that, and they will tighten the screws on North Melbourne. Too good for them over there.
All right. That's good.
this will be a good test for West Coast to be able to see if they can fight it out with the big boys and do deserve their spot in the 8, because they're only one game behind that big blocker on Footy. And I think they can get it done. I've got a bit of a soft spot in my heart for West Coast.
Yes, I've heard.
Went for them growing up, so...
I do find it interesting because I think if they don't get out and perform and they're playing on their home turf and North Melbourne do give them a run for their money, well, it's going to make for an interesting game of football. So anyway, we'll see how it pans out. Going from that to Etihad Stadium on Sunday afternoon, it's Essendon versus St Kilda. Let's hear the Bombers song.
See the bombers fly to win
All right,
the
that'll do.
premiership.
Thank you.
Who's the remix?
Throwing a bit of banjo in
Yeah.
there. There's a bit
That
of,
was
bit of Outback
Yeah.
Australia.
Etihad Stadium 440. Let's hear the St Kilda song.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints
All
go
right, that'll do.
marching
Thank you very much.
in.
It's got to be St Kilda for mine, only because we didn't think Essendon was going to win anyone. They obviously did win one. St Kilda have had a very up and down season. They've been all over the shop. It'd be great just to get some consistency into their play. But I'd be suggesting it'd be St Kilda.
The Saints should win, and they want to win.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a bit closer than it
Everyone
won't be a
thinks.
very lopsided affair. But
Okay.
I'll still pick the Saints.
All right.
Essendon play a bit of a handball hustle style game where they like to just flick it around a bit, and they don't really quite have the skill in their side just yet to be able to execute that. But I think
Yeah.
at Etihad Stadium it could come off for them, whereas at the
Okay.
G they can get
A bit lost in the
found
wide
out
open
a bit.
spaces.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I think at Etihad it helps them, but I think St Kilda still should win.
Yeah, and they both do play Etihad Stadium very well, but I think St Kilda just played a little bit better in this instance anyway. All right, let's get back to Etihad Stadium. Speaking of that, on Saturday, July the 9th, this is going to be a big game, this one. This is probably match it around, you'd agree, yeah? It's the Western Bulldogs. Let's hear that.
Sons of the West.
That'll do, Sam. We're not getting a lot of love down the front here. I think we will get a little bit more when we play this, though. They're playing the Richmond Tigers.
Oh, we're from Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland.
We'll go right through the yellow and
We
black.
never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tiger.
Well done. All right. Well, that was a spirited effort. We really appreciate you guys getting involved. We've got a lot of segments coming up that we need to get involved in too, so don't forget about that. Boys, it'd be remiss of me not to probably suggest Richmond is one of my favourite teams. I actually,
Of course, mate. How
I
could
love
not be?
Richmond. And it upset me to find out that the season didn't go the way that I would have liked it, as much as obviously you would have liked it. I want to know, without getting, because we never go into stuff that's too politically incorrect or correct on this show, but I just wanted to know, what sort of things can you attribute to Richmond's success on, off the field? Has it been because, is it list management? Is it recruiting? Is it coaching staff? Is it culture, self-belief, structure? Is there anything that you can tell me, tell the fans, that Richmond really need to look at? And what sort of recruiting would you like to have at the club? I mean, as I said, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty stuff of it, but I'd really like to find
Sounds
out.
like you are getting to the
Yeah, I know.
stuff,
I
mate.
kind of am. I'm doing it without sitting on the fence at the same time. What are your thoughts, though? Where do you see Richmond going?
Well, for our season this year, I think our ability to win round one, Carlton were up and about. We had some senior players not playing. I think we had over 1,200 games experience sitting in the stands. So that was a good start. But then the next game, when we lost the last kick of the day, basically to Collingwood, it almost, I know, it took a lot of the wind out of our sails. And we started to lose a bit of belief and faith in where we were headed and our game plan and all that sort of stuff. Like it's probably spiralled a little bit after that loss. Played some good teams, mind you. Adelaide being that the next week, we're a very strong side. But key injuries to key players, I think, at the wrong times has really cost us. And we've had kids playing in spots that are crucial for us, but they just haven't got the experience to be able to perform the way we'd like them to. So do we need to bring in some more talent? I think so, yes. Yep. We need to continue to invest in our young players as well, try and develop them, bring them along. We've seen some good kids play this year.
Yep.
Is there anything else you want to add to that?
Can I just, before you go in there, Alex, you took 3 over last week, 3 tools. At the same time, how's Yaron going? I mean, will we see him on the park this year? At any
Unlikely
stage,
probably to see Yaz this year. He's got
Right.
a bit of work to do to get himself back up and going, but no, 50-50 as Grigor would say, anything's possible. He either will or he won't. So, yeah, look, I'd like to see Yaz just get himself fit, ready and raring to go for next year. But that's not to rule him out and say he won't play this year at all.
Okay. And your 3 tools that you took over last week, do you think that was probably, in hindsight?
Clanger?
Yeah.
Well, it did rain, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you?
I seem to mark the ball okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Took
All
a couple
Australian
of marks.
form right here.
No. I think they both deserve their spots, and it was a tough game to call on the weather itself because it wasn't really raining that hard when we walked out. So it would have been a really line ball decision, and had we lost the other way, we should have played tools. So it wasn't. That wasn't where we won and lost the game. We lost the ball in contested ball and tackles. So
in that second quarter mostly.
Yeah, so that's where we're disappointed. And when I think about our season in general, I feel like our leaders and senior players have played well at the right times. When you think about how young we are as a list, we've only really had that sort of handful of leaders to be able to play at that time. So once those younger guys get that belief in their ability to be able to say, I'm going to take this game and put it on my back, and then they can get your Jaden Shorts, Corey Ellis's, Connor Menadue, Dan Rioli to be able to spark that flame back up. That's when we're going to be going in the right direction. You look at Hawthorn, the young Italian fella, James Sicily or whatever his name is. He's first year and his kick bags are 5. So that's what you really want, is a good, successful culture that can promote that.
Okay, that's the answer I was looking for, the culture. And you guys are going to win, aren't you? Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're going to come out and
We're going to win
it.
every game from here on in. It starts this week.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's good for footy. That's good for footy.
We're now going to go straight into our our next segment, which is called What Can I Say? Loosen your shoulders. Here we go. That's pretty well the serious stuff that we get out of the way on the show. Now we're about to have a little bit of fun, and we need you guys to get involved. But this is our first segment. This is called What Can I Say? This is where you boys are going to participate. You're going to give me an answer to the particular sentence that I'm going to give. It can be a one-word answer. It can be even longer. It's up to you. All right?
Fantastic.
We're going to start here. Alex Rance. This is for you, Alex. Alex Rance is a superstar currently playing. You finish that sentence.
The Fiddler on the Roof.
Which you can see every Wednesday night at... No.
There's Something Theatre.
Yeah? All right. Now, Alex Rance is a superstar player currently playing, best football? Enjoying your time?
Playing with some really good mates, I guess. That's one thing that I'm really enjoying the most about my season this year, is that the change room banter. I've always said throughout my whole career, game day is great, and I know that's what earns me my dollars, but I most enjoy my time when I'm mucking around in the change rooms with the boys.
Excellent. I love it. Brett Delidio thinks Richmond is bound for...
Glory. Bound for a premiership in 2017. There you go.
Ooh, you've made the cockles of most people's hearts in the room just skip a beat and flutter. Couple of questions for both of you. Answer them any way you like. The AFL deliberate out of bounds rule is?
Absolute rubbish. That one I got paid for on the weekend was the worst I've ever seen.
All right.
Confusing.
Then you'll like this one. The deliberate rush behind rule is?
Nearly costing me my career.
Confusing. I've got no idea what they're going to pay and what they're not going to pay.
Okay.
You can just see them with the theatrics as well. They're like, I'll have it, boys.
Oh,
it's like, come on, mate. Either one or the other. What's going on
Don't
here?
they love the... Oh. Their arm comes straight out. A night grand final is?
Never going to happen.
Never going to happen. Alex?
Yeah, a fairy tale.
Don't want it. Traditionalist.
I hear you. Out of about the last 10 shows we've done, every single player has said inevitable and will happen. You've been the first 2 that have disagreed.
Red
I like
footies,
it.
That's the way it should be played. 2-10 start, bang.
They're going to take me old Nan to her first grand final ever when it's 5 degrees colder at night, taking her out there. She's not going to like it.
No, not happening.
All right. A bit of sun.
Yep. The shot clock is?
Rubbish.
I actually don't mind it. Because
Okay.
I don't have to do it. So just sit back, go, beauty.
Richmond this year will finish?
Anywhere but ninth.
With plenty of energy and excitement.
There you go. They're the answers we want.
I'm really good at Pictionary and all that kind of stuff.
The MCG is where we...
Play our best football.
Okay. Brett?
Oh, I have to agree.
Go along with it.
The home of
Beautiful.
footy, love it.
All right. The Richmond fans are...
Oh, they are. Wow. One of a kind. They are
Okay.
just, ferocious in their support for us.
Yeah, all right.
Painfully loyal. I find sometimes my heart bleeds for you guys because we're trying our best, but just we need to get a few more victories for you guys so you can wag the flags, wave the flags a bit more vibrantly.
Beautiful. No, nice answer. Travelling interstate is?
Good fun. I love getting away with the boys and
Okay.
having a bit of fun. We've
Good.
got a pretty good record in the state, haven't we?
Yeah,
Not
too
so much of late, but before that we were good.
Yep. All right. Being an AFL footballer is?
What was that?
Money.
Money. It's a dream for some young boys, and for others it's a job. But the best part is hanging out with your mates.
Okay, good. The coach is?
How do you answer this?
Hard as nails with shocking fashion sense.
Yes, 100%. Worst dresser I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
So because you know how Dimmy used to play, he had really big calves. He can't actually wear the skinny leg jeans, which most people wear these days. So he's got these big flares, which they actually just look like normal things, so he can fit his calves in them. And then he wears the Crocs at the bottom.
Oh,
so
no.
it's pretty much like
That is bad.
yeah, not on the catwalk at all.
No, that's very bad. And the last one out of this segment, Good Friday football is?
I think this one is inevitable, but I don't want to see it come and be played on Good Friday. I think it's a sacred day that should be held as Good Friday.
Okay, all right. Alex?
Concur. I think that it's I think that it should be left
Yeah.
alone.
All right. Well, there you go. That's what the boys have had to say. That was the segment that we call What Can I Say? Put your hands together for them, boys. Thank you. Woo. All right, this is a segment that we call Say My Name. Very, very good. All right, we've got the lovely Caitlin down here. She's on the left, and we have also... Oh, sorry, we've got Caitlin over here on the left, and then we've got Bernie here on the right. Can you two ladies just move in like you know, really good friends and you know each other? Face that way, look towards the camera. This segment is pretty simple, all right? What we're going to do here is I'm going to read out as many names as I can in 45 seconds, which is all the players' surnames of the Collingwood Football Club, and you have to give me their Christian name. So we ready?
right.
So we're going to go with you, Bernie. We're doing Collingwood. We've got 45 seconds, and your time starts now. For solo.
Alex.
Correct. DeGoey.
Jordan.
Correct. McCaffer.
Brent.
Correct. Grundy.
Brody.
Correct. Elliott.
Jamie.
Correct. Goldsack.
Tyson.
Tyson, correct. Trelaw.
Brent.
Who? Wrong. Can you use the microphone?
Sorry.
No, that's it. How many did you get? Only 4. Oh, is it still going? I heard a wrong answer. Sorry.
Got more than
My
4.
fault, my fault. Langdon. Quick. No, wrong. White.
Jack.
No. Pendlebury.
Scott.
Correct. Blair.
Jared.
What'd you finish up with? The last one? All right. So she's finished up with 8. That's not too bad.
8 beans.
It's all right.
I believe in you, Caitlin. This is our chance. Come on.
Wow, it's like
Just
pulling
8.
teeth. All right, here we go. Are you ready, Caitlin? We're going to start your 45 seconds with your first player. Your time starts now. Vlastutin.
Nick.
Correct. Grimes.
Dylan.
Correct. Delidio.
Brett.
Martin.
Dustin.
Correct. Ellis.
Brendan. O'Connor.
Correct. Yep. Grigg.
Sean.
Correct. Lennon.
Ben.
Correct. Rewalt.
Jack.
Correct. Cochin.
Trent.
Correct. Edwards.
Shane.
Correct. Batchelor.
Jake.
Correct. Astbury.
Dave. David.
David. Correct. Yaron.
Chris.
Correct. Hawley.
Basher.
Correct. Moore.
Callum or Andrew.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Well done. So good. That was brilliant. Well done, my dear. Guess what? You've won. Say my name. There's $300 worth of vouchers in there.
That's good for footy.
go. This is a segment that we call Get Smart. There we go. All right, we got Jaden here playing down the front. Let's put it together for Jaden.
Woo! The boys.
We've also got Melissa for...
Ah.
That's right. Play nice, everyone. We've also got the gorgeous Sandy up here who's going to be participating in this segment. The way this works, boys, is the wheel has got 8 categories on it.
Oh, look out.
Okay? The category, whichever the category is that spins up, you guys have to know the answers to those 8 particular questions that I'm going to pose to you.
Might need to use this for Mad Monday, I reckon.
You probably could.
Put a couple of drinks on there.
A couple of shandies, froths. All right, Sandy, you ready? Let's give it a go. It's exciting.
Oh, I can hardly contain myself.
Yeah. What have we got, babe?
Okay, Brett, your category is brand statements. Good luck.
Brand statements. All right, well, let's see how we go with this. This is not too hard, but we're just going to see. So what you guys have to do down the front, Melissa and Jaden, is that for every question that Brett gets right, you just have to turn the paddle over, and obviously the same for you, Melissa. When it's Alex's turn.
Stuff it up.
All right, but you've got to turn and face that way.
Do you look at the camera?
It's already on 3. Face that way. Make sure that you're looking towards the cameras, and we'll get this underway.
Righto.
All you have to do here is match the brand to the statement.
Righto.
All right? So the burgers are better.
At Hungry Jack's.
All right.
1 to meat.
Where's the time on this business?
No.
How much time's he got?
He doesn't need that much time. We'll just
I
punch
time him?
We'll punch him right out. No. The fresh food people.
Safeway.
Safeway or Woolworths will do.
No, that's not right.
No, well, shush everyone. Otherwise, we have to get you to do the same for Alex. Prices are down.
Coles. Yeah, Coles.
Coles. Just do it.
Nike.
Correct. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Pass.
Bunnings. All right. Big ideas, lowest prices every day.
Pass.
Office Works. Enjoy life.
What? No. Pass.
Coca-Cola. What an auto store ought to be.
Autobahn.
Repco. Oh, what do you get? 4. All right. Sandy back in.
We're a shake here, Mel.
Yeah,
We're
they
a
do
chance.
suck.
We're a
That's
chance.
all part of it. What do we got?
those together?
Let's spin it for Alex.
The same category.
Has to be again.
Is it? Oh, I got it. Did I get it? Yes. The same category.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
You have lead singers. Good luck,
Oh, no.
Lead singers.
I'm shocking at
Like
this.
this.
Do I get bonus points if I get these
Okay.
right?
Possibly. Let's see how you go. All right, this is pretty simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the name of the band, and you've just got to tell me the lead singer. Simple as that.
Easy.
This is
Are you ready?
impossible.
Here we go. Queen.
Latifah.
Freddie Mercury. 1 to me.
1.
Queen Latifah. No. Freddie Mercury. Pearl Jam.
Andy Vernon.
You can have
Eddie
that.
Vedder.
You can have that.
Yep.
U2.
Oh, Bono.
Correct.
I know that one.
Fleetwood Mac.
Oh. Tusk. Tusk.
Jimi Hendrix.
Stevie Nicks.
Ah, I knew that one.
Nixie.
This guy's dead. Okay? I have to
Michael
give you
Jackson.
that as a hint. Yeah. Correct. No. AC/DC.
Oh.
Shut up.
I'm trying to win this.
No.
Bon Scott. Yes.
Bon Scott.
1 to me.
That's what I said.
Powderfinger.
Oh.
Bernard Fanning. I win again.
You really wanted this
some
one,
things,
didn't you?
Brett.
Here you go. Cold Chisel.
Jimmy Barnes. I win.
Bartell. Jimmy Bartell.
Jimmy Bartell. We'll give him that. Jimmy Bartell is correct. This guy's also dead. Why? Most lead singers are dead. This is your last one, mate. What's the score?
I need
Not
1 to win.
yours.
2 to win.
2 to win.
1 to win. This is golden point though.
In excess.
So in excess. Oh, black hair, got a beard.
Yes, Michael Hutchins.
Black hair, got a beard.
Can.
No. So, score 3 versus 4. Guess what?
There needs to
Lids
be,
win!
there needs to be a difficulty rating on that wheel.
I'd just like to
There
thank
you
my
go.
sponsors.
Get smart. That's all yours, Mel.
Wait, I've just got my
And
speech.
acceptance speech.
Lids is-
All right, boys, this is a segment. We'll get this one over and done with. It's called Under Pressure.
Under pressure. Under pressure.
All right, boys, all I'm going to do here, no prizes to give away, just you two having a little bit of fun.
Okay.
All right?
Just pride.
Yes.
Pride is on the line.
Pride is on the line. Speaking of pride, we're going to go with a question off the top. Can you do any impersonations?
Rancy can.
Rancy, surprise, can you?
Get to the chopper. I am the president of California. That's all.
Any others, mate?
Yeah, you do Jackie Chan really well.
Yeah, but that just gets a bit racist in the end because I don't even really know any of his quotes.
What about Sachin Tendulkar? Is there any chance that you might know any of him?
A couple of my relatives are quite the good spin bowlers. My family has a lot from India. They can bowl a very nice leg spin.
All right, okay.
Cheapers. Who is that?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
What was your least favourite subject at school?
My least favourite? Psychology. I fought with a teacher all the time because I didn't believe in what she was trying to preach.
Okay.
What school did you go to? Psychology? Sounds like a mental asylum.
That's enough out of you out the back
Cut
there.
the sound effect.
I'm looking at
I didn't really like. What was the one about the human body? Human biology.
Anatomy?
Human biology. That's it.
Biology?
Yeah.
Okay.
No good.
Okay, all right. Which player do you least look forward to playing on?
Which player?
Yes.
Cameron Ling.
Definitely not him or Crowley or Kane Corns, any of those blokes.
Okay.
One that likes to run the other way and lets me get free a bit.
All right. They're the ones you do like.
Yes.
Yeah. The others you don't.
At the moment, Buddy and Tom Lynch. They're
Okay.
both a lot taller than me, and they're pretty quick too. So I've got to try and beat them up.
All right. What is the one household chore that you try to get out of?
Oh, so many at the moment.
Yeah.
Changing nappies is the pits.
Yeah.
Bath time's the pits. Picking up dog shit's the pits. That's probably the worst, actually.
right.
Picking up the dog turds.
Yeah. Boris. Uh-oh.
You got to teach him to poo in a litter box.
Oh, yeah.
That'll help you.
Yeah.
It makes your job a lot easier.
I'll shave him
Do you know
down
they've
first.
got these litter boxes
No, I
where
didn't
they're
know that.
self-raking? They push the poo to the front, and then
Really?
you just have to do it once a month.
No, I haven't seen that.
Anyway, so
I have seen the one that they put over the toilet bowl.
yeah, Jinxie Cat.
Yeah.
Where you take it out and it just wheezes in the
into the-
toilet bowl.
That's
But
pretty cool. Yep.
the things that I hate doing the most are the dishes. I have to play my
Okay.
favourite music because if I finish the dishes and I haven't played music, I'm the most angry man going around.
Right. What's your favourite sport outside of AFL?
Probably
Cricket.
cricket, yeah.
Brett was a really good cricketer when he was
Yes, I
growing
know.
up. He was good. He got an Australian contract. He was
know.
really fast. Yeah.
Yeah, David Hooks.
I was good at nothing, all right? I was good at nothing when I was growing up, Brett.
You're an inventor.
I played volleyball. Who plays volleyball? It's the worst sport ever. How is it even an Olympic event? Yippee! There we go.
All right.
How is it even an Olympic event?
Jesus, where do I go from that? Who would you most want to have to hold the ball and to kick it after the siren?
Sam Lloyd.
Sam Lloyd. Yeah.
Lloydie, I have to say this man here, he's pretty decent in front of goals, so
Yeah.
either him or Lloydie could raffle it off, I'd say.
Okay. Who would be the most intellectual or thinks they're the most intellectual at the club?
Tyrone.
Tyrone?
Tyrone or Jack? Jack has a lot of thoughts on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So he's always got an opinion, but I think Ty is definitely the smartest. Or Chappie. Chappie's actually doing a law degree. So.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's switched on.
All right. And who thinks that they're, spends the most time in front of the mirror?
Dustin Martin, without a doubt.
Wow.
He will not go anywhere without doing his hair, mate. It
Yeah.
has to be immaculate.
It's a pretty simple hairdo, but it takes a lot of time to get it the way it does.
Wow. All right.
And he's happy with it.
I tell him to get off the couch. He's got that much product in it. I say, don't rub that stuff all over me couch.
Really?
Yeah, put a plastic
wow.
sheet under
It's
it.
worth doing tackling drills with him when it's raining. You just get like product in your eyes and you walk out and you're like, something about Mary. You've ended up got like half the hair out the way. So.
All right. Well done. Who is the stingiest penny pitcher at the club?
Oh, that is
Oh,
incorrect.
hey.
This is the biggest fallacy going around. I don't know who started this rumour,
Nathan
Brett.
Brown
but
did. He's a
Nathan
flog.
Brown, yeah.
Yeah? Simple, that's it. Sign,
No,
sealed, delivered.
it'd be either Nathan Drummond or Nick Flostone.
Or Grimesy. Grimesy's very
Wow, yeah, I found that
frugal
out.
with his money, yeah.
No, Nick Tigger still lives at home with his folks. They pay for his phone bill. He cuts his own hair.
Really?
And refuses to drive any
Cuts
further
his
than
own
about
hair?
40 k's. Yeah.
Wow.
Have
all
a
right.
look closely next time. It's putrid.
Yeah, I will. Last one. Who is the toughest bloke at the club?
Toughest.
The toughest bloke at Richmond Football Club.
Well, not really sure. Toughest to play on would be this bloke by a mile.
Yep.
Morrow's a bit of a cat's head.
Yeah, Morrow's pretty tough. He,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
he would fight.
Enough
Yeah.
said and done.
Enough
That
said.
was Under Pressure.
That's good for footy. That's good for footy.
All right, we're about to wrap up the show. We won't have any more to say to you tonight. All I want to do is let you know that if you would like to enter the competition, we've got the Big Picture people on board this year. We've got an $11,000 Homes Theatre surround sound package with a giant 3-metre screen that'll go to someone for Grand Final Day. For those of you who are watching at home, this is how you enter. Yes, thanks to the Big Picture people, we have the chance to win a home cinema sports pack valued at over $11,000. You can enjoy big sports, movies, concerts and even video games on a big 3-metre screen with thunderous surround sound. This home cinema pack is courtesy of the Big Picture people. To enter, simply log on to bigpicturepeople.com.au/good-for-footy. Terms and conditions are on the page. Good luck to everyone, and thanks to the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. Have you had a good time tonight? Okay, all right. I know there's a couple down here that haven't, but we're not going to worry about that, are we? July the 13th, we're back here for the Melbourne show with Jack Watson, Bernie Vince. So if you've got any friends at Barrack for the Melbourne Football Club, let them know and they can come along. On July the 20th, we're heading out to Nuttawading to the Burvale Hotel for Hawthorn's Josh Gibson and Luke Bruce. On the 27th of Geelong, we're heading down the highway. Yes, heading down the highway for Geelong's Patrick Dangerfield and Jimmy Bartell at the Barwon Club Hotel in Geelong. On the August the 3rd, we've got a couple of boys from the Carlton Football Club, also here at the Mount Erica. On August the 10th, we're out to the Mulgrave Country Club to do a Collingwood night with Scott Pendlebury and Adam Trelaw. On August the 17th, we're back here for a Richmond show with Dustin Martin and Trent Cotchin. All right,
That'll be a barrel.
at the Mount Erica.
Bring your pillow and nighty.
On August the 31st, we're doing something we haven't done before. We're heading to Tasmania. We're going down there to do the show with Matthew Lloyd and Brian Lake. We'll be appearing at the Granada Hotel in Hobart in the suburb of Glenorchy. If you want to come to any of these shows, you have to do one thing. www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au/register. Register your details, nominate the number of shows that you want to attend, the number of tickets that you want. All you then got to do is turn up on the night and we'll look after you at the door. It's pretty simple. That's all you have to do. These shows are on every Wednesday night. They're live every Wednesday from venues all across Melbourne. If you want to find out more, go to the website. There's photos. There's everything that you need. We can basically follow us on Twitter, get onto Instagram, have a look on any of those sites. We're all there. You can follow us. That's been the That's Good for Footy panel show, Richmond night, with Alex Rance and Brett Delidio from the Richmond Football Club. Put your hands together. Wish them all the best up against the Western Bulldogs for their game on Saturday night. I want to thank you both personally for appearing tonight. Really appreciate you taking the time. Sorry we've run a little bit over time, but I really do appreciate you being here. All in all, thanks to the production crew. Thanks to everybody that participated in the evening. Thanks to those that won and participated in the events. We really appreciated that. All I've got to say is my name's Damien. This has been That's Good for Footy panel show. We'll see you again next time. Cheers.
We love having you on our shows, Alex. Thank you so much for coming back.
Yeah, thanks. It's always good fun, great crowds here. So it's a bit of banter, just three lads having a chat and with some good footy people.
That's right, Sam. That's exactly right. 43 of us came over, and once again, absolutely fantastic show, full of fun, prizes and surprises for the kids. And what's best about it is all the kids get involved. It's interactive. They win lots of prizes, and it's a great show. And I could recommend it to everyone.
Caitlin, did you have a great time tonight?
I did. I had a great time.
I had a wonderful time.
Oh, bloody oath I did.
You know, we had Dusty Martin on a couple of weeks ago. You know what he said? It's all his show from now on, not yours.
Is that right? Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Tell me, how would you describe your show to your friends?
It's exciting, it's fun, it's full of laughs, full of vibrancy, and really entertaining.
Oh, it's awesome. Definitely come over and do it. It's an awesome experience. Have some fun. It's a good night.
The interaction with the players is fantastic. I love everyone getting so excited about just coming and seeing the boys and having a great night. And you even get to have a photo taken with them.
Oh, great. Come along. It's a great night. It's funny. There's lots of laughs. There's lots of great prizes, lots of great people. So get along. It's really good.
What else was exciting about your night?
You get to meet this lady.
Oh, thank you.
I'll see you next time. You've been watching That's Good for Footy.
You've been watching That's Good for Footy, and I'll be back.
So there you have it. They've had their say, and now I'm going to have mine. This has been That's Good for Footy panel shows. My name is Sandy. Thank you, and good night.
Want more information about the shows? Then log on to the That's Good for Footy website at www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au. Here you'll find venue dates and lineup, photo gallery, register to win section, competitions, ticket sales and heaps more.